Welcome to Mind Map. Today let's talk about the 10 psychological facts about love and relationship. Love is one of the most profound experiences we can have as human beings. It affects us at every level, our bodies, our behaviors, and even how we think and feel about ourselves. In this video, we'll explore 10 psychological facts about love, from how it affects the brain to why you should use willpower when trying to fall for someone who isn't easy on the eyes, or in any other way. Love is a part of our lives from the time we're born. You share the love with your family and friends from the moment you're born. It's a basic human need to be loved, just like food or water. Love is a feeling that can't be explained, but you know it when you feel it. Love and hate change the brain in similar ways. Love and hate are both emotions. Both love and hate get us to act in ways that are not always in our best interest, but they also make us feel good. The release of dopamine into our brains during both states is a major reason for this. Some researchers believe that the brain's reward system is what drives us to seek out certain activities, such as eating chocolate or playing video games. Dopamine is released when we do anything pleasurable, which makes us want to repeat those activities again and again, and it does this so much that it has been called the brain's own cocaine. Love makes us more creative. You might be surprised to learn that love can help you think more creatively. The act of falling in love makes our brains produce more dopamine, which helps us feel happier and less anxious. This gives us the ability to think outside the box and come up with new ideas. But how exactly does this happen? A study published in the Journal of Neuroscience found that when we fall in love, our brain starts creating new connections between different areas of its cortex, the part responsible for higher reasoning and complex thinking. As a result, we become better at problem solving because there's more information available to draw from when making decisions or coming up with solutions. Love is more than a feeling. Love is more than a feeling. It's a way of being in the world. As we mentioned earlier, love is not just something you feel, it's also something you do. Love is a verb. You can choose to be in love or not, regardless of how you feel at any given moment, and that's what makes it so powerful and special. There are many ways to express your love for another person, but perhaps none as powerful as making an effort to give your partner what they need without expecting anything in return, because there might be anything. Love has substances in it. Dr. Fisher said, "Love has substances in it." She's referring to hormones and neurotransmitters that are released when we fall in love. These chemicals can make you more sensitive to each other's needs and more attentive to each other's feelings. They also make you feel happy, energized, and calm at the same time. Each hormone affects a different part of your brain. Endorphins give you a feeling of euphoria, oxytocin causes intense bonding between partners, serotonin helps regulate moods, dopamine provides pleasure and motivation, it's why we get addicted. We have to use willpower to love people who aren't so easy to love. Love is like a muscle. As you exercise it, it gets stronger and easier to use over time. But if you don't exercise it regularly, your love muscle can atrophy and become difficult to use at all. Love doesn't just mean being nice to people. It also means being able and willing to accept their flaws and shortcomings as part of who they are as individuals. Do you have what it takes? Loving someone can reduce your fear of death. When you're in love, you feel more connected to other people. You know that your loved ones care about you and will be there for you if something bad happens. This connection makes us feel less afraid of death because we know the people who matter most to us will continue to live on in our memories even after we die. This sense of connection also makes us feel more grateful for life, which can help reduce our fear of death as well. After all, loving someone is like getting an extra chance at life, and this extra chance comes with a lot more meaning when it's shared with another person. Love is the key to happiness. Love is the key to happiness. Love is the key to a good life. Love is the key to a long life. Love is the key to a healthy life. Love is the key to a happy life. Love is the key to a good marriage, and also, according to some studies, also correlates with better health and longevity. We don't know everything about love, but what we do know is fascinating, and it affects our brains in surprising ways. Love is a complex emotion. It's multifaceted, layered, dimensional, and so forth. You might be thinking, wait a minute, I thought love was just one thing. But that's not true at all. When you consider all of the different types of love, romantic love, the love for friends, family members, and pets, it quickly becomes apparent that there are many different kinds of affection. To make matters more confusing or exciting, each type of affection can come in many flavors: friend-like affection versus romantic attraction, familial love versus selfless concern, maternal pride versus sibling rivalry. You get the idea. The point is this: when we talk about love in this article, we're talking about romantic attachment only, the kind between two people who want to form long-term bonds with each other because they feel an intense emotional connection with one another, and maybe even some sexual chemistry too. Conclusion: we have a lot to learn about love, but we know it's worth it. The evidence shows that our brains are wired to fall in love and that there are many benefits to doing so. Hopefully, this article has given you some insight into how your brain can change as you fall in love with someone new or stay committed to an old flame.